There was a stretch of time when every evening just disappeared. I wasn't relaxing. I wasn't getting things done. I was just drifting through the mess. It's not that we need to do more. It's that without a rhythm, the end of the day becomes noisy, scattered, and harder than it needs to be. In this video, I'll walk you through how a minimalist evening routine built around 12 hygge-inspired tips from Denmark can bring just enough structure to help you unwind, reset, and actually enjoy your nights again. Close one loop. Let the rest go. Most of us try to do better at night by adding more tasks, but what usually helps isn't doing more. It's doing one small thing that creates a clear stop to the day. For me, it's the kitchen. I don't try to deep clean or reorganize. I just make sure I don't leave the kitchen until the counters are clear, leftovers are packed, and the coffee machine is set for the next day. That's it. Once that's done, I mentally check out. It's not about being productive, it's about closing the loop. Having one consistent reset point gives the whole evening a natural rhythm. No guilt, no guessing what's next. From there, everything else gets easier to manage. Have a backup plan for tired nights. Some nights, no matter how good your intentions are, you just crash. You're tired, you're done, and even one small habit feels like too much. The trick isn't to force more discipline, it's to plan for the crash. Keep a version of your evening routine that works even when you're running on fumes. Maybe that means using paper towels instead of fully wiping the counters, tossing leftovers in containers without labeling them, or setting a 3-minute timer and stopping when it rings. You're not lowering your standards, you're protecting the rhythm. Even on rough days, doing something is what keeps the routine alive. Once you know your bare minimum mode, you stop seeing those nights as failures and start seeing them as part of the plan. Stack it onto something you're already doing. You don't need a perfect routine. You just need to stop making every night feel like a fresh set of decisions. The simplest way to do that is to link small habits to what you're already doing, like checking the calendar while putting away laundry, or setting out breakfast bowls while you're wiping the table. These aren't extra steps, they're just things that prevent the next morning from being chaos. Even setting out your outfit doesn't have to be a big thing. Just pick something while you're already in the closet. Or keep 2 go-to options on standby, so it's one less thing to think about when you're tired. These little links make evenings feel smoother without needing a checklist. Use the mood as a signal. Evenings don't have to feel like a race to finish things, but if your space still feels busy, your brain won't settle. I've found that softening the mood helps me actually slow down, not for the vibe, for the signal. Lighting one candle, turning off overhead lights, or playing quiet music while I tidy tells my brain, we're done now. It's not about setting a scene. It's about shifting your energy without needing willpower. That kind of cue does more than a to-do list ever could. You don't need a full ritual. Just a few simple signals that remind your nervous system it's safe to wind down. Let the thoughts out, then. Let them go. Sometimes, the biggest problem isn't your space, it's your thoughts. You're finally off the clock, but your mind is racing the text. You forgot to reply to the thing you said earlier, the email you'll need to write tomorrow. Instead of trying to suppress it, give those thoughts somewhere to land. A simple brain dump, just 2 minutes to jot down everything on your mind, can create enough distance to let go. Keep a notebook near your wind-down spot, or even record a quick voice note if writing feels like too much. The goal isn't to solve anything, just to stop carrying it. This small release makes it easier to shift into rest without needing everything in your life to be sorted first. Hold your own rhythm, even in a shared space. It's easy to design a peaceful evening routine until someone else's mess noise or timing throws it off. If you live with roommates, a partner, or kids, your rhythm won't always be yours alone. That doesn't mean you give it up, it just means you build in buffers. Choose habits that don't depend on total quiet. Prep your side of the space even if the rest isn't done. Find your version of done for the night that can hold even when the house is still moving. Sometimes I'll light my wind-down candle even if dishes are still clattering, not because everything is calm, but because I'm choosing to be. You don't need full control to feel grounded, just a few boundaries that make space for your own pause. Know when to call it done. If you're used to treating evenings like a last chance to catch up, it can feel wrong to stop when things are still undone. But most of us aren't tired because we do too little. We're tired because we never let ourselves be done. A minimalist evening routine isn't about squeezing in more. It's about learning where to stop. For me, that meant choosing just 3 things I'd always do: clean the kitchen, prep, the coffee, check tomorrow's calendar, and letting everything else be optional. When the baseline is clear and simple, I don't end my day feeling behind. I just end it. Prep lightly, just enough to help tomorrow. So much of what clutters our evenings is really about trying to protect our mornings. But if we can prep with less friction, it stops feeling like another job. Simple things help more than we think. Having a shelf by the door where your bag always goes, putting the kids' school stuff in the same bin, or just leaving your workout clothes folded near the bathroom sink. The goal isn't perfection, it's predictability. When you remove the scramble, you're not just saving time. You're saving decision energy for the stuff that actually matters. Hold your own rhythm in a shared space. It's one thing to create a peaceful routine in theory. It's another when you share space with kids' roommates or a partner who isn't on the same schedule. You won't always get full quiet, or a clean kitchen, or a perfectly timed bedtime. That doesn't mean your routine is broken, it means you need buffers. Set up small habits that don't depend on the rest of the house being still. Prep your corner of the space. Light your candle even if someone else is still doing dishes. Decide what done for the night looks like for you, even if the house is still in motion. This isn't about controlling your environment. It's about claiming a small pocket of calm inside it. Up next, a simple rule that makes it easier to stop when everything feels open-ended. The routine didn't break it, paused. Most routines fall apart because of one bad night. You skip a step, feel behind, and suddenly the whole thing feels like a failure. But a real routine isn't about streaks, it's about rhythm. And rhythms can pause, then pick right back up. The next night, just return to your 3 anchors. No guilt, no reset button, no catch-up. It's not about doing it perfectly, it's about doing it again. Next, let's simplify how we prep for tomorrow without turning it into another to-do list. Prep light, not perfect. A lot of evening stress isn't really about tonight, it's about tomorrow. We try to ease the morning by prepping everything. But if it feels like a second job, it won't stick. Instead, prep just enough to avoid the scramble. Put your bag by the door. Fold your workout clothes near the sink. Drop the kids' school stuff in the same bin every night. It doesn't have to be ideal, just predictable. That's what buys you back mental energy in the morning. Let's end with one simple mindset that holds it all together, even when life doesn't go as planned. Let it flex, not fail. No evening goes perfectly every time. There are last-minute emails, tired kids' nights that just go sideways. Instead of aiming for consistency, aim for clarity. Have your 3 anchors. Know your minimum. Let the rest flex. Some nights you'll do more. Some nights you'll barely show up. But either way, you'll go to bed with one thing you didn't have before, a rhythm that holds even when the day doesn't. You don't need a perfect routine to make your evenings feel better. Just a few simple habits you can actually stick to, even on the nights when you're tired. When the end of your day has a clear rhythm, everything feels a little easier the next morning too. If this helped at all, I'd love to have you here for the next one.